Modern culture has conditioned people to believe that radical transparency is the ultimate expression of emotional intimacy. Men are told that dumping every uncalibrated thought, fear, or historical detail onto their partner is how you build authentic connection. That's a fundamental misunderstanding of human social metrics. Converting your romantic partner into an emotional wastebasket or a priest in a confessional booth isn't intimacy. It is emotional incontinence. It's the reflexive urge to relieve your own internal pressure by transferring the burden of your noise onto someone else. Culture calls it opening up. Behavioral psychology and evolutionary biology identify it as a failure of executive control. When you look at cross-cultural mate selection data, which I've linked in the description below, emotional stability and self-control consistently rank among the highest non-negotiable traits women select for in a long-term male partner. When a man engages in uncalibrated emotional dumping, he signals low impulse control, high neuroticism, and low psychological resilience. He communicates that he lacks the internal apparatus to contain his own state, forcing the woman into an unsolicited caretaking role. Strength is containing the storm. Weakness is demanding your partner weather it for you under the banner of being open. Now let's flip the lens and look at the inverse dynamic. What is actually occurring when a woman uses a man as an unfiltered emotional wastebasket? Most men are taught to believe that if a woman is constantly dumping her raw stress, drama, and emotional chaos onto them, it means she trusts him, values him, and is building romantic intimacy. It's an operational delusion. In intersexual dynamics, if a woman is dumping uncalibrated emotional noise onto you without restraint or sexual tension, she's not viewing you as a high-value romantic partner. She's treating you like a girlfriend with a beard. She has stripped the interaction of polarity, compartmentalized you as a non-threatening emotional sounding board, and outsourced her psychological processing to you because she doesn't fear losing your respect or sexual interest. You haven't entered her inner circle. You have been demoted to a therapist that she doesn't have to pay. The three male drivers: pandering, blindness, and the container. Male tolerance for absorbing female emotional dumping falls into exactly three operational categories. 1. Performative pandering. This is the man who pretends to care about every micro detail of her emotional drama as a covert contract to gain sexual access. He plays the sensitive, listening male because he lacks the status or confidence to generate direct attraction. He thinks that if he validates enough of her noise, she will eventually reward him with intimacy. It's a manipulative, low-status strategy that almost always terminates in an unwanted friendship, because women instantly sense the covert transaction beneath the fake empathy. When a man has zero options and operational blindness, this is the second category. This is a man with zero market leverage and zero field experience. He's flying completely blind. He misinterprets her emotional dumping as progress simply because she is giving him her time. Because he has no alternative options, he tolerates high-friction emotional labor just to stay in her orbit. The third and only healthy version is the masculine container. This is the only healthy context where a man receives a woman's emotional output. A man that's valued to the woman only opens the floor for a woman's emotional expression when he has built an explicit container, a masculine, grounded, stoic, judgment-free space anchored in his own unshakable frame. Notice the directional difference. In the first two categories, the man is passively absorbing the noise out of weakness, manipulation, or desperation. In a grounded relationship, the man actively provides a stable shelter out of strength. He isn't destabilized by her emotions. He isn't trying to trick her into bed, and he isn't letting her walk over his time. He holds an unreactive space where she can decompress safely because baseline and attraction and clear boundaries are already locked in. He processes her state without adopting her chaos. Whether we're analyzing male emotional incontinence or female emotional dumping, the root issue is a failure of information management and boundary control within the relationship. Real adult social sensitivity means anticipating the needs, bandwidth, and stated boundaries of your partner within a mutually agreed upon framework. It means recognizing that your partner has a right to emotional peace. If a woman explicitly sets a parameter, asking to keep certain operational details or pass noise out of view, respecting that compartmentalization is not deception. It is literal compliance with her requested boundary. Conversely, if a woman is using you for emotional relief while withholding romantic frame or respect, stop playing the confidant. Reestablish your time as a high-value asset to her. Contain your state. Exercise frame control. Stop absorbing or projecting noise that violates the stability of the relationship. Real strength doesn't spill over. and high status presence is never an open garbage can for an uncalibrated chaos.